Good morning, students. I am Prabhakaran, working as a lecturer in the Political Science and Public Administration wing of the Directorate of Distance Education, Annamalai University. Well, there are various modes or means of teaching. One of the new mode is the audio-visual mode. The audio-visual mode enhances the students to register the information easily. The student community and the staff community benefits with the feedback by this audiovisual program. And hereby, I am before you and to enlighten you on the topic District Collector and District Administration. So in this topic, we are going to see 5 important features in the district administration. The first one, the evolution of the district administration. The second one, the importance of the district administration. The third one, the duties of the district collector. The fourth one, the future prospects and problems of the district collector. And the fifth one, the conclusion. So let us start with the introduction or the evolution of the district administration. So during the British era and also before the British era, the Mughal era, during those days also we got the district administration. But the real fame goes to the British people. Britishers in the year 1772 created the district office. Their intention by creating this office is to maintain law and order and to collect the revenue. Here we can classify the evolution of the district administration into 3 stages. That is, the first half of the 19th century. In this century, the district administration's duty is to maintain the law and order, to give the justice and to collect the revenue. And the second stage, that is the second half of the 19th century. The second half of the 19th century, we got the establishment of a local self-government and institutions around the nations. So there is the expansion or the introducing of the local self-government expanded the activities of the district collector. So he was also acting as a responsible administrator. And the third stage, that is after integration of the different states in the Indian Union and also the decentralization, has taken the collector into a pivotal role. So these are all the 3 stages of the evolution of district administration. So far we have seen the evolution of the district administration and the second subtitle which deals with the importance of the district administration. So in this, the first and foremost important duty or importance of the district administration is to maintain the law and order. So in a society, the district collector is in charge of maintaining the law and order with the help of the district police. And the second importance of the district collector is to assess and collect a number of taxes. So here the collector is also in charge of carrying out the revenue administration. He has to assess the taxes and he has to impose the taxes and he has to collect the taxes. And the third important duty of the district collector is to provide justice for all. So one of the important features in our constitution is the rule of law. Whomsoever in the nation, all are equal before the law. That the collector has to execute whether all are treated equally in the society or in the district. And the next importance of the district administration is to administer the land which is a major resource of the people is properly administered. to carry out the land administration is also an important duty of the district collector. And the next importance of the district administration is to control and exercise regulatory functions of the government machineries. So in the district, the collector is the head, and he is also acting as a head to the various departments in the district. So he exercises control and regulatory functions over the developmental departments. And the next one is the collector is also in charge of carrying out the disaster administration. Nowadays, due to the ecological imbalance and also due to the various artificial problems, the collector is in charge of carrying out the disaster remedies, whatever it may be, whether it is an artificial or a natural like tsunami. The collector is in charge of carrying out the remedies. So these are all the importance of the district administration. So we have seen the importance of the district administration, and next we are going to see the different types of districts prevailing in the nation. There are a number of types of districts. The first type of districts is the rural districts. So this is the average districts prevailing in the India, which is not having the most of the developmental opportunities which has been given to the urban districts. So this is the first type of district, rural district. And the second one is the urban districts. So where the administration concentrate on the local areas, problems and also the demands of the people, where they are having a number of opportunities for the development. The third type of district is the industrial districts, where industries are heavily founded. For example, in Tamil Nadu we can quote the Coimbatore. In India we can quote the West Bengal is the example state which is having most of the industries. And the next one is the backward districts. The backward districts, in this district, the people are not having any developmental programs or opportunities for the development. For example, the health sector and also the education sector, where the people are deprived and their area is also been deprived. And the last type of district is the hill districts. The hill districts administration and also the people vary from the remaining districts. So these are all the different types of districts prevailing in the India. Since independence, we are having a number of districts, but the role of the district collector has been increasing in carrying out the administration due to three important factors. The first one is parliamentary form of government. After switching over from the imperialism to the parliamentary form of government, the executives are accountable and responsible to the legislators. The legislators are accountable to the parliament and the people. So here today, the collector has been accountable and responsible to the legislators. And the second important factor is the environment. During the British days, the collector carried out his functions as a king, as an autocratic. But now, in a democratic country like ours, he has to serve the people. Now he is considered as the servant of the people. He has to explain the people, he has to convince the people, he has to persuade the people. The third important thing is, that is, during the British days, an ICS officer used to serve more than 10 to 15 years, and after that only they will get appointed as a district collector. But nowadays, through the direct recruitment mode, candidates of below 30 years are occupying the district collector position, and now they are inadequate to carry the functions which has been given to the collector. So these are all the three important factors which in turn the prestige and position of the collector has been determined. The third important subtitle we're going to discuss is the duties of the district collector. So he is serving in the districts in a number of positions that we are going to see one by one. The first one is a collector as a principal coordinator in the district. So in a district, he is the head of the district, and he is also head of the number of departments in the districts. He has to coordinate all the department activities within his districts, and as a coordinator, he has to coordinate the officials, he has to coordinate the people, he has to coordinate the programs to achieve the anticipated result. So, and also he is acting as a coordinator both to the central government and the state government. If the political head or the administrative head of the center and also the state wants to have any information from the districts, they can contact the collector, and the collector is supposed to provide the information which is needed by the political head and the administrative head, both at the central and at the state level. So he is also acting as a principal coordinator of the developmental programs within his jurisdiction. And for example, in his collectorate, the collectorate consists of 500 to 800 employees. That varies according to the district jurisdiction. The collectorate is classified into 4 important branches. The first one is revenue, the second one is survey, the third one is civil supplies, and the fourth one is general and development department. So the collector is in charge of all these 4 branches, and he has to coordinate the activities of the 300 to or 500 employees within his organization. So the first and foremost duty of the collector after independence is to coordinate the activities within the district. The second important duty of the district collector is to maintain law and order. So he is carrying out or maintaining the law and order as a district magistrate. So before the separation of the judiciary, the collector is also in charge of investigating the criminal activities or crime. But after the separation of the judiciary, the collector as a district magistrate is in charge of maintaining the law and order. So as a district magistrate, now we are going to see a number of functions carried out by the collector. The first one is to maintain the law and order. With the help of the civil force, the collector is in charge of maintaining the law and order. The second one is promulgation of orders. Whenever there is a breach of public peace, the collector can promulgate orders to bring back the peace. The third important duty as a district magistrate is to dispose all the petitions and complaints received from the government side and also from the public side. So as a collector, he will be receiving a number of petitions from the subordinates and also from the public. He is in charge of to carry out or to dispose all the petitions and complaints both from the government and from the public. And as a district magistrate, he is in charge of supervising and controlling the activities of the local bodies. For example, the town area, the notified area committee, and the municipal boards. And as a district magistrate, he has to supervise and control the activities of the probationary officers. So these are all the important duties of the district collector as a magistrate. And as a magistrate, for example, if there is a situation that the law and order has lost its control, as a district magistrate can seek the help of the army. And the collector will give the jurisdiction of the district to maintain the law and order to the army. The army can bring back the control of the law and order situation under their own, and they can give back the area to the district collector. So the collector as a district magistrate performs all these different types of functions. The third important duty of the district collector is carrying out the revenue administration. So the collector as a revenue administrator, his work is classified into two different activities. The one is land administration, the second one is revenue administration. So as a district collector, he has to collect the revenue and also he has to administrate the land. To carry out the revenue functions, he has a number of subordinates in the district. So the collector is in charge of the districts, and to the region he is having the subdivisional officers. So the subdivisional officer is next to the collector and he carry out the revenue functions in the district. And next to the subdivisional officers, we are having the Tahsildars who are heading the taluk level government. So the Tahsildars are in charge of carrying out the revenue functions within his taluk or his jurisdiction. And below him, we are having the deputy Tahsildars. The deputy Tahsildars are in charge of a number of parts of the tahsils or the parts of a taluks. The deputy Tahsildar has to carry out the revenue functions in the different parts of the particular taluk. And below the deputy Tahsildar, we are having the revenue inspector. The revenue inspector has to carry out his functions according to the rule, and then next to him we are having the village administrative officers. So the village administrative officer is in charge of a particular village to carry out the revenue functions. So here, as we know that the administration is considered as an engine and the finance is considered as a fuel. Without the fuel, the engine cannot run. So to run the district administration and also to develop various developmental programs, we need revenue resources. So the important duty of the district collector is to carry out the revenue administration. And the next important duty of the district collector is to execute his role in the developmental sectors. So as a coordinator, we have seen a number of activities, and also as a magistrate, we have seen a number of activities. Likewise, in the development, the collector is having a number of roles. So with the dawn of the independence, the collector has to create awareness about the developmental programs among the people. So both the central government and the state government are having a number of programs that to be executed by the district collector in the district. So the collector, with the help of his subordinate and with the help of the various non-governmental organization, the collector has to give awareness or create awareness among the people, especially the rural people, for the betterment of the rural people and also for the betterment of the rural areas, in particular the development of the nation. So not only executing the developmental programs but also creating the awareness among the people and also executing the various rural developmental programs created both by the central and the state governments. For example, we are having the integrated rural development program, the rural employment program, and we are having number of community projects that to be implemented. Nowadays, the collector's role in the development, we are seeing it in the name of the self-help groups. So all these self-help groups have been established with the help of the NGOs and also by the initiative of the district collector in the development sectors. So these are all the different important roles of the district collector in the development administration. The next important duty of the district collector is also serving as a crisis administrator. So, whatever it may be, whether it may be an artificial or it may be a natural, during the crisis situation, the collector has to carry out the functions. So, in a society, we are having political organization, we are having communal organization, we are having students organization. So, these organizations will be having many of the demands, and also they may create problems to the government, and also they may create problems to the public. So, the collector as a crisis administrator has to solve all the problems created by the communal organization, political organization and the student organization. And in the next stage, the natural calamities. So, whether there is a scarcity or a tsunami or whatever it may be, a natural problem, the collector is in charge of making recommendations to the government that they should get the relief measures by the calamities. So, as a crisis administrator, the district collectors is carrying out important and pivotal functions in the district. Next, so far we have seen the duties of the district collector, and next we are going to see the district collector and district administration. That is, I am going to illustrate the role or the position of the district collector with the following diagram. So, in the state level, the state is having two different heads. The one is the political head and the other one is the administrative head. So, the political head is the chief minister and the administrative head is the governor. And next to them we are having the chief secretary, who is the chief advisor and also the senior IAS officer in the state level. And next to him we are having the divisional commissioner. And next to the divisional commissioner we are having the district collector. So, the collector is occupying the fourth position in the state with regard to the administration. So, even though he occupies the fourth position, he is serving in a number of ways. We can classify his position into four categories. The first position is collector is head of the district in all matters. For example, we can have the revenue administration. And the second important position is officers whose head at the district level is collector only for the administrative and disciplinary matters. In technical, they are having their own head. For example, the district agriculture officer. The third one is officers who are head at the district level but are subordinate to the district collector. For example, the superintendent of police and the district medical officer. So, they are head to their departments, and even though they are head, they are subordinate to the district collector. For example, the superintendent of police has to get the prior permission while taking a major action on the public or any criminal. And the next to last category or the last position of the district collector is the collector is not having any control over the following officers. For example, the sales tax officer. So, these are all the four important classification of his position at the state level in the district administration. And the next important topic we are going to discuss is the problems and future prospects of the district administration. So, the collector is facing a number of problems in the district, especially after the decentralization of the power. So, when we have decentralized the power, the politicians at the district level and the village level are having more powers and they are creating problems to the district collector. So, here in general I have classified the problems of the district collector into four. The first problem faced by the collector is coordination. So, in coordination, the collector is having a number of problems. At the district level, we are having the generalist is also heading the departments, and also the specialists, they are also heading the departments at the district level. So here there is a confrontation between the generalist and the specialist at the district level. So, and also within the organization, we are also having the organizational conflict. At the district level, the collector may have some organizational conflict within his organization. So there is no coordination from the specialist, there is no coordination from the subordinates, and also there is no coordination from the politician, and also there is no coordination from the people. So collector facing the coordination problem is a major problem that is acting as a barrier for the development. And the second one, problem faced by the district collector is cooperation. So after decentralization and integration of the states, nowadays the politicians at the district level, while executing the developmental programs or formulating a policy, they are not giving cooperation to the district collector. The third important problem of the district collector is overload or overburdened. So as a district collector, he is heading the district and also the officers at the district level. So he has to coordinate, he has to get the cooperation, and so he is having a number of functions as a district collector. He is also having the revenue functions, he is also having the magisterial functions, he is also having the crisis administrator function, and he is also having a number of functions in the districts which is overburdened. So a collector, we cannot efficiently or productively execute the developmental programs. So the third problem is overburdened, that he has to give attention to the politicians and also to the ministers at the district level, and as a protocol officer, he has to receive the guests at the district level. So the collector today is overburdened with heavy work. And the fourth and the last important problem faced by the district collector is the politicization of district bureaucracy. Nowadays, after the 73rd and 74th Amendment, the Constitution delegates more powers to the rural local government and urban local government. Nowadays, by the decentralization of power, the politicians at the district level, village level and town level are influencing or exerting pressure on the district collector to do something in favor of them. So these are all the four important major problems faced by the district collector in the district administration. So far we have seen the problems faced by the collector at the district level. And next we are going to see the future prospects of the district collector. So for the politicians, by the 73rd and 74th Amendment, we have delegated powers at the district level. Likewise, we have to give administrative power, and the second one is the financial power. So the collector, as a head of the district, has some more administrative powers. So there is a need for the administrative powers. The state government has to decentralize or delegate the powers to the district collector to carry out without any partiality. The second important future prospect of the district collector is matching the finances to carry out the functions at the district level. So the state government and the central government are having a number of programs that to be executed by the district collector, but they are not supporting financially. So the collector, as a young and dynamic person, will be having the initiativeness and innovativeness. If you want to initiate and innovate at the district level for the development of the people and the district, he should have some financial powers in his own hand. So the future prospect especially deals with the administrative power and financial power. So So these are all the two important areas which the state government needs attention, and the state government should delegate more power, administrative power to the district collector, and also the financial power to the district collector. So far we have seen the problems faced by the district collector and the future prospects of the district collector. So these are all the important topics, subtitles which I have discussed. Next I am going to sum up the whole. So the district administration of the creation of the British, and their intention is to maintain the law and order and to collect the revenue. But after the independence, we have decentralization, and also we have delegated more powers to the politicians and the administrators at the district level. And after the integration, decentralization and the democratization, the district collector's role has been increasing. So by establishing the rural local government and urban local government, we are having our own representatives starting from the village level to the nation level. So all these politicians are exerting pressures on the collectors to execute the developmental programs. So day to day, the collector's role, apart from maintaining the law and order and also the collecting the revenue, the collector's role has been increasing. So not only as a magistrate, as a land administrator, as a crisis administrator, nowadays his role has been increased. For example, he is also acting as a district returning officer. So in his district, if you are having the legislative assembly election or the parliament election, he is in charge of carrying out the functions as a returning officer. And also, before the elections, he has to prepare the role, electorate role. So as a district census officer, the district collector is also acting as a district census officer. So we have seen the types of districts prevailing in the Indian nation. Whatever may be the district, whether it may be a hill or a backward or a urban district or a rural district, the collector's role is similar to that of each and every district. So day to day, the collector role has been increasing, and the people in the district considered him as a Mai and Bap. That is, he is considered by the people of the district as mother and father of the district. So he is the government at the district level, and he is the father and mother of the district. So he has to satisfy the people and the officials, and also he has to coordinate the political head, administrative head at the state level and also at the central level. So day to day, the collector's role has been increasing. So the collector is a pivot. Around him, the functions are carried out. Thank you. The discussion about the topic district collector and district administration is very informative and thought-provoking. Thank you for your patience listening, and all the best for your future prospects. Thank you once again.